The next part is we have to start creating the facial features. So next we can start with the nose. So again, a rectangle tool, we can select. Let's create a basic rectangle like this, and then I'll create a rectangle at the bottom also. You can actually press Ctrl while scaling to edit both sides at the same time. For example, if I scale this area without selecting Ctrl, only that area will be scaled. But if I press Ctrl, that edit will be affecting the opposite side also as a mirror. So you can create shapes like this, and then select both, and we can align them so it will be centered aligned. And after that, at the top itself, you will be able to see the options for combining and differentiating shapes. So just like in Pathfinder in Illustrator, we have these options available here. So you can select both the shapes, and you can press add here. So we can actually merge both of these shapes in order to create a custom shape. After that, you can use the corner tool, and you can carve the corners, so you'll get unique designs and all things like that. Okay, so this is our nose. Just move it a little bit up, and then we can select skin color. I think maybe we need a color in between this darker shade and lighter shade. So for now we'll just select this basic color and maybe make it only a little bit darker, so we'll get a different color shade. After that, if you want to add a shadow, so you can just duplicate the same nose layer, and you can make it a little bit bigger than the basic layer, and you can just add the darker shade to that particular layer. And just like before, we can just drag and drop this layer to the basic layer, and we will get the shadow and it will be clipping masked properly also. And after that, you can actually edit the layers opacity in the layer panel, so you will get visibility, everything you can adjust like that. I think the basic layer is a little bit darker, so we'll make it a little bit more lighter. So after that, the next thing is we can create the eyebrows and things like that. So for the eyebrows, we'll use the rectangle tool and create a rectangle, and we'll create a corner tool. You can press Ctrl C on the keyboard to get the corner tool, and we'll create something like that. We'll add the hair color to that also. And if you want to differentiate that from the hair color, you can just use the darker or lighter shade, so you will get a different shade than the hair. And you can move a duplicate to the other side also. So once that is done, we have our eyebrows. Same way, if you want to add a shadow or a highlight, you can just duplicate the same layer, and you can just make it a little bit bigger, and then you can use the clipping mask option, so you'll get things like that. So after that, you can edit the visibility by adjusting the opacity. So I'll make a copy of that here also. Okay, so once that is done, both our eyebrows are actually completed,